shortcuts, quick peaks, and the midnight oil, otherwise known as pathways to making a buck in the market. Now, I must confess that as a college professor, I'm a captive of the knowledge industry, which means I have a belief in the comprehensive, total analytical approaches to markets. But from time to time, it's worthwhile an excursion to another school of thought, and let's call it the keep it simple, stupid school of thought. And today, that's the approach I wish to take about it. And to assist me in making that approach, I wish to call upon the works of Mr. Malcolm Gladwell, author of some 3 outstanding recent books, and that we can borrow ideas from that to help us in our excursion into the keep it simple, stupid approach. Well, first of all, the first book Mr. Gladwell wrote was called The Tipping Point, How Small Things Make a Big Difference. In that book, The Tipping Point, Mr. Gladwell made the observation that sometimes the best approaches to things is not the comprehensive approach, but what might be considered the Band-Aid approach. It's quick, it's simple, oftentimes it's a ready-made solution to a problem. That could be the shortcut approach. And I'm going to offer for market analysis, a Band-Aid is the 200-day moving average. Oftentimes you see that in the Wall Street Journal, in software programs, and in Investor's Business Daily. I wish to offer, therefore, a Band-Aid quick look at the market. And that is in this figure showing the relationship of the indices of the general market, New York Stock Exchange Comp, the S&P, and the NASDAQ to the respective 200-day moving averages. And I think we'll note in every instance we have indices above moving averages that are leveling out and probably giving some indication of starting to move up. I think that might be in a simple snapshot a view that we're into now a bull market advance of major proportion. Quick snap. Mr. Gladwell adds to the point in his second book. His second book was entitled Blink. In other words, we can make judgments quickly in a blink of an eye, cutting to the essence of things, any of the central pattern of them, where an unconscious mind grabs the essence of things. And I think that's what we're seeing here in the relationship of these moving averages and the indices. And that notion of blink, therefore, and the notion of tipping points together give us a straightforward, shortcut, quick peek of the market approach to making judgments. Now, these are in quite contrast to the comprehensive models where we look at so many indicators and so many different charts and struggle over our analyses. Now, the attractiveness and Mr. Gladwell's conclusion is that we actually make better decisions when we're making them quickly and simply. However, there's no free lunch, which means that in his third book, he points out, his third book is entitled The Outliers. And the outliers are sort of the essence of how we become successful. And the reason I'm saying there's no free lunch, because the conclusion, one of the conclusions Mr. Gladwell reaches, is that to get to that level of unconscious competence requires 10,000 hours of diligent work. To become outstanding in something usually takes 10 years, and then hence 10,000 hours of devoted work to whatever the subject matter. Therefore, it becomes second nature to you. It's just there, and you have the confidence and the judgment to follow through on it. So there are some promises that there are shortcuts to the market, but unfortunately it's going to take a good expression of efforts. So not to give up hope, there is a great deal captured here, but the encouragement is to spend 10,000 hours on these charts. Okay? Good luck.